Hey guys, me host Superstar, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's Captain Mar-Vell, or Mar-Vell. It's run by many names. It's Mar-Vell, or Captain Mar-Vell. Take your pick. For me, he'll always be Captain Mar-Vell. He was the original Captain Mar-Vell back in the Silver Age of comics. This guy, there's a storyline for this guy that is in my childhood. I had the collected edition. I believe it was like a little graphic novel, like a thin one, from when I was a kid, and it was the death of Captain Mar-Vell, and it was a very touching story, and it still is to this day. It's around the death of Captain Mar-Vell. He was the compound that gave him his power or something was also his undoing, as it gave him cancer, and he couldn't get access to the Kree medical expertise because he was classed as a traitor to them. And what else did he do? What else did that? And basically he just accepted death basically, and then he had cancer and he couldn't treat it, and on his sort of deathbed, all the Avengers came to see him and stuff, and other heroes, and then he had a vision of Thanos appearing before him, but as a hero, as a friend and an ally, not as an enemy, and even. Even Lady Death came, and then all three of them sort of walked through the white light at the very end of the comic book. Very touching, very awesome. It annoys me that years later they kind of brought him back in many different ways, and then he sacrificed himself again. And I know they do that a lot in comics, but that story for me was so as a kid was so touching and very down to earth story of his death that I thought that cheapening it by keep bringing him back for little cameos is annoying. And I know there's a lot of other stories out there, but the death of Captain Mar-Vell will always be one of mine. I think was it a Jim Starlin book? And it was from like 1983, 4. But I had like a collected European version of it that came out over here, and I got that from my dad. He picked up a comic book store for me when I was a kid. But either way, guys, this is Captain Mar-Vell. Enough of the soppy story there at the beginning, but that's kind of how I know this character. When a lot of people say you don't really know who this character is, I only know of him from that particular story, to be honest. It's not a character I'm overly familiar with. He did die back in the 80s, so all the comic books I read through the 90s, 2000s and that didn't really touch on him very often. So the Captain Mar-Vell kind of Carol Danvers Captain Mar-Vell is what I kind of know. But either way, let's take him out of the box, guys, and take a look. Actually, we haven't read the story on the back yet. I'm ripping the box open, but the powers of flight, superhuman strength and stamina make Mar-Vell a celebrated warrior. And guys, this is from the Marvel Legends Abomination wave as a part of the new Gameverse series. This figure is based on his comic book appearance, though. It's not about the Gameverse. We've got another BAF piece there for Abomination. I've got 3 in total to sell on because I'm not keeping them. So I will have the one from Captain America as well to sell you as soon as that arrives. Alright guys, here we are. It's Captain Mar-Vell out of the packaging, looking swish. I'm really loving this dude. He looks so cool. Look at the hair and that. Yeah. He's really nice. I can't wait to do some poses with him. He's a really nice figure. And for once, I've got a tight Marvel Legend. It doesn't feel like it's going to go loose on me very quickly. I like his little gauntlets as well. They're kind of cool. And they will come off as well, which a lot of people know. I know a lot of customizers out there are eyeing him up for these gauntlets, because the ones that came with Brother Voodoo didn't come off, did they? And a lot of people want these gauntlets. But guys, let's take a look at the figure. He's got that same body mold. He's got that hole on the back. But you can make him look down as well as up, left and right. You can lift his arm up to the top hinge and rotate it. It also rotates to the bicep with a double hinged elbow there, and the hands are on a ball joint, which is nice. He's got an abdomen crunch as well as a waist swivel. His legs do lift out pretty far, as well as forwards and backwards with a top thigh cut there. There is a double hinged knee here as well, which can be activated. Ooh. There we go, it took a little while to get that to move, but yeah, we do have a double hinged knee attached there, and we get the other one activated. There we go. Oosh. And he has got a shin cut as well, which is nice. You don't normally get both. So we've got a shin cut on this one as well. And the feet are on rocket and pivot. He does have a hole in the bottom of the feet, just in case you want to give him a display stand. For me, this guy needs a flight stand. He very rarely stood, he always sort of hovered. Yeah, those elbow joints are going to become in good use for posing, for some fisticuffs. Very nice. Yeah, very articulated figure, I like it. It's a very simple figure, but it gets the point across. You can tell who this is, you know what I mean? Some figures you look at, they're very simplistic and don't look, look very cheap. This doesn't. To me, this feels like it looks cheap. It looks not cheap. It looks how do I explain it without sounding like a thing? It looks simple but effective. The only thing I don't like is the arm hinges. These arms look too small for the sockets, so you can see a lot of the mechanism and things. Is that just on mine? Is that a warping of the plastic on mine or something? Feels very sharp there, and very sharp on the opposite side. But they are the same on both sides. So that's more to do with the cutting of the plastic, because it's identical on both sides. So is that like a factory error? Let me know if yours look the same as mine, guys. Look at that in that top. In this, let me see if I can get the camera to focus. You can see there's like it's very sharp here, but it's the same on both sides. But it just looks like, like it looks like when you heat it up plastic, when you heat up the figure and you try and jam something underneath to rip the arm out of its socket. Sometimes you can damage the figures, and that's what it looks like someone's attempted to do. Look, it looks like they're trying to set the arms off. But I know they haven't, because it's a brand new figure. It just come out of the box, but it looks that way. It's weird. Again, I'm not sure if that's just on my figure or whether that's how these figures are coming. Let us know in the comments what you think of Captain Mar-Vell's arms. Either way, we can disguise it pretty well by putting his arms in a certain angle and things like that, and putting him in a pose will help. Yes. Right, guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head on down to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close personal look at Captain Mar-Vell. Let's do this. So here he is, guys, the original namesake of Captain Mar-Vell before Carol Danvers. This is the original Mar-Vell. Captain Mar-Vell. I'll always call him Captain Mar-Vell. For me, he'll always be Captain Mar-Vell. And that's not because I hate anything to do with the movie or anything like that. I haven't got a political agenda, because I know people in the comments are going to pipe up saying, you didn't like the movie. No, nothing to do with the movie. I did like the movie. I thought the movie was great for the MCU, just not in fitting with what I preferred in my comics. And so let's just talk about the figure itself. So, Mar-Vell, alias Walter Lawson. He first came into Marvel Comics as Captain Mar-Vell and was designed by Stan Lee and artist Gene Colan. He first appeared in Marvel Superheroes number 12 of December 1967. He was debuted as the Silver Age of comic books and had many subsequent appearances, including self-titled series and a second volume of the Marvel Spotlight series until his death in 1982. He has since largely remained largely permanent within mainstream continuity. Most of the media, with Carol Danvers becoming the primary featured Captain Mar-Vell of the modern age. So that's interesting. Annette Bening portrayed a reimagined version of Mar-Vell, Wendy Lawson, in the cinematic version of Captain Mar-Vell in 2019. But the figure itself is immaculate in its design and stuff. Like I said, the paintwork itself is beautiful. The blue on the red and stuff really pops. I can't see any paint issues with this whatsoever. The only thing that I was concerned about was the arms, but that is literally my only concern. The figure itself is very, very well made, very well painted and designed, and it like I said before, it's just classic Captain Mar-Vell, this. It looks the way it should, and I think a lot of fans will be happy with it. I think a lot of people are going to pick him up. So let me know your thoughts, though, guys, in the comments down below. Is Captain Mar-Vell a character you're familiar with? And just let us know what your thoughts on this figure is. Well, let's go back to the main cam, though, and finish off today's video. So, guys, let me know your thoughts on Captain Mar-Vell in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this review, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. It would really support us. And please, if you can, please smash that subscribe button. We are doing a giveaway at 30,000 followers, so please make sure you are following to be along for that. And just thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.